Christian in this high school varsity matchup, a key matchup for the City Alliance seeding and also a key matchup for the conference tournament. It is Grandparents' Night, and we're going to take time to honor grandparents, so sit back and enjoy. Our pregame show will be immediately following this ceremony, so let's enjoy Grandparents' Day.
Because without them, we would not be here, literally. We thank them for their legacy, we thank them for their sacrifices toward our own parents, and we thank them for always having the best snacks and keeping our best secrets. So, starting off, we have our player Lauren Bordeaux being escorted by John Abney. We have Emma Crane being escorted by Joni Crane. Ainsley and Sydney Gross are being escorted by Mary Ann Bruce. Kate and Chloe Gellin, as well as Sadie Carnes, are being escorted by Jeanette Vine and Bruce and Kathy Holmes. We have Charlie Berger being escorted by Ray and Debbie Head, and also Maurice and Joanne Wilhoit. We have Anna Fowler escorted by Denise and Mark Oldham. Kenzie Mann is escorted by Mike and Sandy Irving, along with Dale and Lydia Mann. Marley and Morgan Minier are escorted by Dave and Jane Potter. Raven Russell is escorted by Rebecca Mertens. Addison Sherrill is escorted by Jean and Cindy Sherrill, along with Francie Robbins. Allie Boston, escorted by Jim and Lynn Hall and Ruth Boston. Evie Dart is escorted by David and Edie Powell. Mary Henniger, escorted by Dick and Judy Eichman and Jeff and Peggy Henniger. Hallie Tyndall is escorted by Penny and Donna Kiesel. We have Olivia Tucker, escorted by Ron and Debbie Murray and Dan and Rhonda Tucker, along with Don Spurgeon, who is a great-grandpa. We have Gabby Neitz and Annie Flatt, escorted by Edward Matthews. Addison Oppie is escorted by Mike and Cindy Wurtenberger and Mike and Lou Oppie. Last but not least, we have Shelby Olmstead, escorted by Bob and Dottie Ruggs. Let's give a great big welcome and thank you to our grandparents. And we are going to have a moment of prayer led by our head coach, Marlena Stroud.
Would you pray with me? Lord, tonight we just want to thank you for the gift of grandparents. Thank you so much for their wisdom, their love, their support that they put on display for us day and day again. Lord, we recognize that nights like tonight are difficult for many. We just want to take a moment and ask for your comfort and your love for the girls and the people in the stands that don't have grandparents that are able to be with us tonight. Lord, thank you for the gift of volleyball to bring us here together. We pray that we may just honor and glorify you in everything that we do. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Welcome once again, high school volleyball right here on IndianaSRN. We're about 2.5 weeks away from the beginning of tournament play that'll start in October. And in these last 2.5 weeks, every game will be vital as these teams vie for a possible state championship down the road. Great to have you with us. Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by the Morales Group. Building better futures, one story at a time. Aspen Creek Grill. Why go anywhere else for delicious food? Burtner Electric, providing quality electrical services in central Indiana. Boilermaker 374, we're second to none in quality and performance. Clean Slate, inspired innovation that moves business forward. And by Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation and everything in between. Covenant Christian coming to this one here tonight with a 4-12 record. They're hosting Bishop Chatard, who comes in at 6-8. Troy Nargowski along with Coach Keith Myers. And hard to believe, but it is true. We're about 2.5 weeks from the start of the tournament. So, as I said a little bit ago, Coach, teams need to start getting things right here very quickly.
And our season begins tonight, as we'll have several volleyball games for you and have the City Alliance Championship game, semifinal and championship game for you later in October. So we're getting set. You look at 4-12 for Covenant Christian, you go, wow, what is going on? But they play a very tough schedule. They are a young ball club, and they're going to bounce back. This is a very important game because these two teams not only are conference rivals, but they also City Alliance people. So you're bidding for a city position seeding right here tonight. On the other hand, with Chatard at 6-8, playing very well at late. Both teams struggle at times. Could be very interesting. We'll see what the matchup will end up being later on tonight.
Well, here's how Bishop Chatard got here over their last 5 matches. They lose to Lawrence North. They were shut out 3-0. They lost to a good Cathedral team 3-0. They defeated Heron 3-1. And then they lost to Cecina and lost to New Pal before coming back in their recent tournament this past weekend and knocked off Crawfordsville by a final of 2-1. So again, they pick up at least a win coming into this one here tonight. As for Covenant Christian, in their last 5, they lose to Monrovia. They beat Park Tudor, both 3-0 shutouts. And then they go to tournament play. They beat Covington 2-1. They lose to Harrison and Pioneer, 2 very good teams at 2-0. Last year, these two teams went 5 sets. Bishop Chatard ended up losing it by a final of 3-2. But it's a different year, different story. And you look at two teams. You mentioned, yes, Covenant Christian a little bit young. Bishop Chatard's played a pretty good schedule as well. We'll talk about the two numbers here and maybe some glaring weaknesses that if the other team's going to win, they can exploit here tonight. But the bottom line is you're at home. You want to win these games at home.
Well, it's interesting that you said they went 5 last year, and you're here. So sit back. It could be a very long evening for us with Troy. Yeah, you look at the girls. They're in high spirit. They're excited. It was grandparents' night. I thought it was very interesting that every student had a grandparent walk out with them, and then they prayed for the grandparents. That's pretty cool. When you bring grandparents in, most likely they're helping them with their tuition. They're definitely helping them about things about life. It's kind of cool that both of these teams honor their grandparents today.
All right, Bishop Chatard, here's some of their numbers coming in. We won't go over every one of them, but I think 2 numbers really stood out for me. Their serve percentage at 91.1. That's pretty good. That's where you want to be, in that 90 percentile above. And their hitting percentage at 0.74. May that cause some problems tonight for the other team on this docket, Covenant Christian.
Yeah, one of the things as the key, and we'll go through the keys later on today, but one of the things that I talk about is they have to protect the attack of the net for Chatard. They're bigger. I think they're a little bit stronger, so you got to be prepared for that, because I'm telling you what, Chatard will hit you out of the gym. And what I mean by that, they will attack. They are very well schooled. They are very well coached. Both teams are very well coached, but Chatard has something, and I think Chatard has something with last year. Hey, you beat us in 5. You're not going to beat us again.
Well, here's the other thing, too. They don't make a lot of errors on the receiving side.
That's
Only
right.
45 errors in 14 matchups so far this year, and their kill percentage at nearly 26%. So they average about 7.7 kills per set, and we'll keep an eye on that here tonight. Watch these players. Charlotte Dudek, number 15. She leads the team in kills with 57. You have Amira Lockett, number 10, with 50 kills. When you look at total blocks, Madeline Lunsford has 19. Amira Lockett has 15. In digs, Tristan Morris with 88. And assists, Ava Eichelbarger has 173. So we'll be calling those names quite a bit here tonight.
And those assists means I'm unselfish. I'm unselfish. I'll let you take the ball.
Yep. All right, when we come back, we'll talk about the Warriors of Covenant Christian. What are their strengths? What are some of the areas they're going to have to really work on tonight? Plus, the brand new Indiana High School volleyball rankings are out for another week. Woo! We'll also check to see who dropped out of that poll from the beginning of the year until now. You might be surprised by some of the names you're going to hear. It's all coming up in a moment right here on IndianaSRN.
To you. Standing with us. You are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
Back here for this exciting night of volleyball here in IndianaSRN. We are gearing up for a stretch run. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll talk about the latest rankings in a little bit because I think you're going to find it interesting. And again, for somebody like me, I always like to go back to the beginning of the year and see who they thought was going to be the best teams and who kind of is and who dropped out.
You just like to make fun of my top 10. That's it.
Did you have a top 10 for tonight?
I did. Well, no, not for tonight.
For Friday you will.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's good.
I thought you're off on Friday, though.
Oh, well, I guess I'll do it Saturday.
I guess you don't have to work. All right. Covenant Christian, as we mentioned, they've lost their last two, but they've also won 2 out of their last 4. The 2 areas, let's talk about 2 key areas that I look at here tonight. Number 1, serve percentage, only 86.8. That is an area that they're really going to have to improve tonight. We'll get your thoughts on that. And their hit percentage at only 0.52. So we're talking about 2 areas that if they're going to win tonight, they really got to do much better this evening.
Much better. And how you do that is your home. And that helps you being at home. You're comfortable. You're comfortable in that environment. Chatard got on the bus probably at 3:30 this afternoon and had to sit through 2 games, a freshman game and a JV game. So I always love to be at home, especially when we were the underdog, because you played that as a coach. You played that card a lot.
And you got a good crowd here tonight, too.
Yeah,
that's going to help.
Exceptionally good crowd tonight.
All right, Evie Dart, a player that you're going to hear a lot about tonight, leads the team in kills and kill percentage. She's also up there in aces. And then here's some other players to look for. Ansley Gross, Kenzie Mann, 2 other players that they'll count on for kills tonight. When you look at the aces, Shelby Olmstead is another one. She, in fact, is tied with Evie Dart in the aces coming into this one. Service errors. Here's one area. If I am Bishop Chatard, I'm going after Olmstead. She has, or actually looking at the other side, she has 19 service errors, and Kay Gillen has 12. So I'm looking at them as the players are going to be serving tonight, that we might be able to shake them up a little bit and cause some more errors this evening.
I will tell you, Evie Dart is a very good athlete. Her sister was tremendous here, went to a semi-state, actually was a state runner-up. Evie has seen that. Dad and Mom is very huge in that pull of getting her ready for those games. I'm looking forward to seeing Evie. And I'm telling you what, you look at the aces, that we could have a battle of aces tonight because both teams, they have a hard time bringing the ball back. If you're on a roll, and we've seen this before, if you're on a roll, you can go 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row, and you put your team in a good driver's seat.
Yeah, especially if you have a good serving percentage.
Absolutely.
So that's one of the keys right there. All right, the latest high school volleyball rankings are out. Let's start in 4A. We won't mention the teams that have dropped out yet. We'll save that for a little bit. Get your thoughts on the teams that are no longer.
Oh, you're teasing me.
I'm teasing you.
Okay,
but
fine.
Here's how it is in 4A. Hamilton Southeastern, they've been number one pretty much all year long. You have Roncalli, Cathedral, Yorktown, and LaPorte, followed by Fort Wayne, Carroll, Zionsville, Center Grove, and Castle, then Homestead. Really not too many big surprises there, right?
Well, where's Brownsburg, Babeuf, Carmel, and Fishers?
They're not there. They have dropped out of the top 10.
Wow.
At least at this stage. There's still some time left for them to get back in. But 5 teams, and we'll talk about those as we go throughout the night, did not make it in this poll this week. In 3A, there are 3 teams that are out. We'll get to those in a little while. Belmont, Providence, Benton Central, and Northwood, along with Silver Creek, your top 5. Concordia Lutheran, followed by Evansville Memorial, Angola, Dwenger, and Tri-West.
I tell you what, the Memorial team, I think is better than 7. I would put them in the top 4. I've seen them play. They're very, very good. But I tell you what, the Belmont team, whoo, are they going to be good? I think we'll see them the first week of November.
It might be Providence and Belmont when it's all said and done.
That would be awesome. Wouldn't that be?
Yeah, they're 1 and 2 all year long. And quickly in 2A, Muncie Burris, Linton, Stockton, Lafayette Central Catholic, Northeastern, South Central of Union Mills, Wapahani, North Posey, Andrean, Brownstown Central, and Westdale. And quickly in 1A, Tecumseh, Blackhawk Christian, Springs Valley, Trinity Lutheran, Vincennes, Reveille, Southwood, Marquette Catholic, Lagodi, Borden, and Faith Christian.
And Faith Christian has been working very hard. They do their just due. I don't know if they'll be able to get past their sectional, but that's pretty impressive that they're in the top 10.
Yeah, by the way, if you look at all these teams, again, you've had a total of 15 teams drop out of all 4 classes. That means there are 15 teams that have jumped in that were not ranked at the beginning of the year. We'll try to give them just due here tonight as well.
And that's when you go, surprise, surprise, look at us.
And again, don't take those teams that were in the preseason out because they could
get hot.
Yeah, they could get hot here at the end of the year. We'll come back. The start of this one right around the corner. It's high school volleyball on IndianaSRN.
Want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget? By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do, We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week, showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
Back here at Covenant Christian, before we get to the starters of tonight's matchup, Keith, let's talk about keys to this one. Let's start first off with Bishop Chatard.
Bishop Chatard, they have to play every play. They have to bring the heat, so to speak. They have to play well. Then their net play has to play well. As we talked about, they're very good, strong at the net. That net play must be, I would say, excellent to at least to begin. And then they have to eliminate their unforced turnovers. The last 2 or 3 games that we've had, the unforced turnovers have bitten both teams. For Covenant Christian, quick start. They know they're up against this, but they think they can do this test. They have been known to upset some giants. They did last year.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. They have to communicate. They got to talk well, communicate well, and then hit the ball where they say they're going to hit the ball. Many times that we have seen in volleyball this year, and we've seen a team flat out just forget their offense and don't know what's going on. So communication is very good. And then they have to attack the net as well, I would think.
All right, here's how things will start for Chatard tonight. They'll start Renee Waugh along with Ellie Deck, Ava Eichelbarger, along with Myra Lockett, Reese McKinney, Quinn Johnson, and Maddie Lunsford. Starting tonight for Covenant, you see the Warriors right there. Shelby Olmstead, along with Ainsley Gross, Evie Dart, Kay Jellin, along with Kenzie Mann, and number 22, Caddison Oppie. So there you have it. We're ready to go on this one here tonight. As we mentioned moments ago, a Bishop Chatard team looking for their 7th win of the year. And for Covenant Christian, they're looking for win number 5 on the season.
Covenant Christian in their new unis this year, the gray with the maroon, kind of like the Warrior on the right shoulder.
Yeah.
And the swoosh as well.
What is that again? The swoosh?
I think it's a swoosh. And then Chatard in their blue. I tell you what, volleyball. The coach is doing the sprinkler. Come on, how cool is that? Could you imagine the football team going out and doing the sprinkler? No way. I did the sprinkler the other day. It hurt my back.
She's doing it very well too, by the way.
I would agree.
Haven't seen a sprinkler like that for years. We're ready to go. Bishop Chatard will be in the dark uniforms. Covenant Christian will be in their home unis. And you get a look at side out. It'll be Olmstead serving. And again, before this tonight, you're thinking, we were looking at the schedule and thinking that you have 2.5 weeks to go. There won't be a ton of weekend tournaments left. Most of the stuff is going to be conference play, or you're going to have some kind of a city tournament or something.
Yeah, well, the City Alliance we will have for you, but yeah, I would think the big, huge invitationals are done because you just want to get now tournament ready.
Yeah.
That's why I love that the City Alliance tournament is at the end of the year, and then they go right into the sectional. That gets you ready for sectional play.
Yeah.
I love how the City Alliance have done that. Again, the City Alliance championships, semifinals and championships, right here on IndianaSRN, live from Heritage Christian. I think you and I are on the call.
Well,
I haven't looked at the schedule, but I'm sure that we will, since we're the only two to do volleyball.
That's right.
Ben will be our producer.
There you go. Here we go. We are underway. Bishop Chatard with a receiving error and off to a quick 1-0 lead.
If you're not familiar, it's best of 5, win by 2, and all of them. The last one goes to 15.
By the way, the Bishop Chatard JV won the contest earlier 2-0, and the point there by Lunsford. Lunsford, good size up front. You also just saw Amira Lockett come into the lineup for Bishop Chatard. Side out. Good serve early. In fact, that'll be a key. Which team will serve consistently throughout the night.
Nice dig.
Outside left, the swing by Mann. Bishop Chatard unable to return it. That one ends up hitting the roof and coming straight down, so the point will go to the Warriors.
The ceiling is not as high as they feel.
No.
But fortunately, we're here at Heritage Chatard a little bit lower.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yes.
Here's Allie Boston, side out for Covenant. 2-1 Warriors, and a nice play at the net. That'll be Ainsley Gross.
And Gross is good at that, and I tell you what, she timed it well, played it well.
Well, and that was also Bishop Chatard made a huge mistake. The overpass really hurt him.
Yep.
We were watching a little bit earlier in that JV contest, and that was one area that you just saw a lot. That one tipped, and it will go in. In fact, looked like Lockett started with a right-hand swing, came back with a left hand.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I know that you couldn't do that, so that's pretty impressive.
I couldn't hang that high. Yeah, no way.
She stayed up there for a while.
Side out, Bishop Chatard, 3-2 lead Warriors. That one very close, and we have a whistle and a violation. Looks like a net violation against Bishop Chatard. That may have been Reese McKinney.
Actually, I think they called it on Lockett.
Okay, they're going to get Lockett. Tristan Morris has come in, a senior now for Bishop Chatard. Side out for Covenant.
Here's that quick start that Covenant Christian needed.
Yeah. And something that we have seen a lot this year in the volleyball games we have done, as you said earlier, that momentum is such a big thing. If you can hold on to it, it's great because you can build a lead, and then I'm not saying coast as the middle is open and the point scored there for Lockett, but it's about consistency, isn't it?
Yeah. I would think one of the things I did when I coached is that's what we were looking for. Who is the most consistent player or players that we can put on the floor? Maybe not get every ball, but consistently play well.
And don't let that other team, as that'll be a service error, the first one of the night by Bishop Chatard, just don't let that other team roll off 6, 7, 8 points in a row.
As we've seen a couple of games this year, a lot of teams have done that. They've let 8 or 9 serves, and then all of a sudden you're down 8-0. It's hard to come back after that.
It is. Side out, Warriors +2. See how the Trojans will attack this. Just inside the attack line, big swing, and a nice stop up front by Evie Dart, and then the return is long. The point will go to Bishop Chatard. And we'll get a look at Amira Lockett right there. Some players like to serve on the left, some in the middle, some on the right. Guess just depends, right?
Yeah, well, it depends on where the coach wants to line you up as well, because Coach, as you see, she had the clipboard. She's doing where she wants to hit the zone. I find it very funny. The coaches hide that, but everybody knows where you're going to serve after the first time.
Yeah. Kenzie Mann back in for the Warriors, +2, and the serve back set, slide right, and the point is good by Lunsford. Lunsford didn't get a lot of lift on that, but it was just enough to get it over the net.
Man just really did not time that ball well.
Side out, Bishop Chatard. -1 here and the serve.
That's a nice set.
Just inside the attack line, cross-court attack, nothing there. Back set, left-hand swing. Good rotation there for the Warriors. They'll work it back to the near side, and again, the attack error too long, and the point will go to Bishop Chatard.
Nice play, just too strong on that in pass.
Ava Eichelbarger, just a sophomore. In fact, there are 2 sophomores in the starting lineup, Eichelbarger and McKinney. There is the 3rd service error of the night now for Bishop Chatard. We just talked about that. The service errors are a key. They're at 91%. Covenant Christian at about 88%, and yet 3 errors already. You just never know.
You just scratch your head.
Warriors lead it by 1. Just inside the attack line on the swing, but nobody there to receive it.
Opera should. She made that move. You got to continue to make that move, as we call, close that back door. You were there. Go get it.
Reese McKinney is back inside out here for Renee Waugh. Tied at 7. When those left-handed serves can be really big problems,
You
right?
saw the different rotation of the volleyball. Pretty impressive. +1 now, Chatard.
And we talked about that before. If you're not, it'd be like a receiver catching the football. When the ball is spun with a right-hander, it's different than spun with a left-hander, so you really got to focus.
Exactly. Good point.
So Bishop Chatard, the first time they have led here tonight, 8-7. Warriors back on the attack. They go middle.
Go to the side. Good. Nice.
Nice swing and hit there, huh? That was number 17, which is Reese McKinney, the sophomore. Now here you kind of feel the momentum swinging.
A little bit.
Waugh again with that left hand. How will the Warriors go after this one? And was it touched up front? It was, so the point will go to the Warriors. That might have been Lunsford who got a piece of it. So side out Warriors. There is Olmstead back in. She's a junior. Each team actually has a pretty good balance between seniors, juniors, and sophomores. There are a couple of freshmen on the roster for Bishop Chatard. There's your first service error of the night for Covenant Christian.
Toss wasn't as high as I think it should have been. That's why it went right into the net here.
Quinn Johnson.
This could be very interesting. Libero seems to know how to serve very well. This could be a line drive. Well, nope.
But it is a knuckler, huh?
Yep.
One a deep middle. Warriors back outside, cross-court swing, nothing there, and from behind the attack line, the return. 2-point lead for Bishop Chatard. Warriors, big swing right side by Mann. And nobody there to get it once again on the other side for Bishop Chatard.
Libero played it deep. Maybe should have yelled for some help.
Here's Allie Boston, a senior, and there you see head coach Marlena Stroud.
Good lady.
Trying to pick up a big 5th win of the year tonight.
Oh!
Well, that was really, I thought that was going to go through. You looked at the fake there to lock it and went outside to McKinney.
And you see Coach Stroud pointing, they were going to go to you. You got to stay home.
Tied at 10, this opening set, and the second service error now for Covenant Christian. So side out Bishop Chatard.
See the clipboard?
Yep, I do.
We'll take a look at that next time.
Maybe we can see what's written on it, huh?
There you go.
Boy, attack error there on Covenant Christian. 2-point lead for Bishop Chatard. This is Deck on the serve. Another left-hander on the serve there for Bishop Chatard. Warriors cross-court attack. Big swing and a hit. And Covenant Christian gets the point. Got another change as you see the Warriors bringing in Hallie Tyndall. And also coming in will be Tristan Morris for Bishop Chatard. Back to a 1-point lead.
There's that hit.
Boy, that was long, but I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a swing.
That was a nice swing. Nice job for Kevin Christian seeing that, calling that out. Communication helped there.
Back to the middle, Lockett, power hitter, and again a little bit long.
She's not falling through completely. She's at the ear. You got to snap it off. Not the ear itself, but you got to snap the ball off there.
Covenant back to a 1-point lead. Let's see what Bishop Chatard will answer
a little
with.
dink.
Try to go down the line, nothing there. And on the return, and again, mistiming the jump here on the near side. So an attack error there on Covenant Christian. Looked like that might have been Tyndall. And Bishop Chatard will come back with a Charlotte Dudek.
There's the clipboard.
There it is.
5-0-5-0. Where are you going to go? Zone number 5. You know where that is, Troy?
Somewhere in the back?
Yeah, there you go. Right there.
There. Good job. Overpass, though. Oh, my. Tell you what, you overpassed right there, and Lockett made you pay for it.
There's Coach right there in her first year. There, she's calling the same play. If it works, just keep working it.
Till they stop it, right? But you can't overpass. That's going to hurt you. Cross court. Did it get in? Yes. Nice point on the swing there by Evie Dart. Now you see why.
Did you see? You see where she snapped? Nice play.
Evie Dart came in with 98 kills.
She gets her athletic ability from her mom.
Yeah. That's what I've heard.
Yep.
There aren't very many athletic dads on some of these teams, are there?
No.
Tied at 14. Bishop Chatard on the tap back. Let's see what the Warriors have. They have nothing there, but it was pushed to the back line and gets in.
That thing hit the line, which is good. See how they bunched there a little? They've changed their formation a little bit. How they're overplaying.
Covenant
in the center.
Yep.
They changed that a little bit. Coach did that without a timeout. That's pretty impressive.
Short serve, and then the overpass by Covenant. Back once again to Bishop Chatard. There's a big-time swing in the middle. I'll tell you what, Lockett's going to be a huge key in this one here tonight.
And once she's on, she is on.
Lockett serving for Bishop Chatard.
That's a heck of a dig right there. Just keep it alive, huh?
Yes, sir.
And that'll be a service error on Bishop Chatard. That's going to be their 4th. We mentioned that in the pregame. This is a Bishop Chatard team that's 91% in the serving department. They are now a -2 in that area.
You know, both of these teams, 6-8 and 4-12, are really equal tonight.
Bishop Chatard, nothing, has to make the return. So here come the Warriors again on the attack. They went middle, but the set wasn't exactly where it needed to be. And then that open middle on the other side for Eckelbarger. You know, it's funny you have all those players, yet there's that one hole right there sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's like in the campfire, and you go, oh, we missed it.
But you're going to get it. Side out, Eckelbarger. Tied once again at 16. Each team has had a lead here in this opening set. Cross-court attack, nothing there for the Warriors. That pass right at the net, and it's going to be Bishop Chatard point. Looked like a a net violation on this one side.
I guess so.
Because it was definitely short. So Bishop Chatard now at 17.
I tell you what, they are serving this ball deep.
Yes. Big time block up front. That's number 26, Lunsford. You know, I tell you what, and I don't know if that's maybe the plan, but it seems to be, right? I mean, they want everything deep. There it is again. Are we giving her secrets away by doing that? Or?
I don't know. Coach will call me, I'm sure. She'll
Stop showing that. But so far they've had success. The left-hand swing, that time Ellie Deck didn't have a great angle on it, but able to get enough on it to get the point. And it's a 3-point lead.
I always thought if you're good enough, you could do. People know your secret. That's fine. Timeout, Covenant Christian.
We'll take a timeout as well. 19-16, Bishop Chatard.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with the blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there is just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Back and forth game here at Covenant Christian, 1916. Bishop Chatard with a 3-point lead late in this opening set. Warriors from way behind the attack line. Pretty good strike, but nothing there. Here come the Trojans back the other way, and they'll get the point off that left side. And it's a 4-point lead. That was number 15, Charlotte Dudek, getting the point. And Eckelbarger will serve once again here for Bishop Chatard. We mentioned Eckelbarger, Dudek is a sophomore, McKinney a sophomore, McCurdy's a sophomore, so Bishop Chatard, a lot of young players getting varsity action. Hey, how about the short set in the middle? And that was just set up perfectly there in the point for Lunsford.
Race to 25.
Now look how quickly this happened. Taking a look at it. I mean, that was open middle again there on the other side of the net. Side out, Eckelbarger once again. Here's this little run you talk about that teams have a tendency to go through, and now Covenant's going to have to find a way here. They're down by 6. That's the biggest deficit of the night.
And Chatard feels like now, I feel like they are like more relaxed than what they were to start this thing.
Yeah, they did look a little tight early. In fact, had 2 immediate service errors. That has changed. And since they've gone middle back all the time, Covenant hasn't had much offense. Short set, middle, and a big swing again by Matty Lunsford. That's like serving up a home run ball.
Yeah, Matty's leading the team, right, in aces?
Well, let me check for you, Coach.
Okay.
We don't have the aces on here.
Okay.
We do have kills, though.
And there's another point. And now they're game point. And she calls another timeout.
24-16, Bishop Chatard.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back here at Covenant Christian, you see the head coach there for the Warriors, Marlena Stroud. Want to thank our officials for today's game, their hard work and dedication, because without them, we are not playing and we wouldn't be broadcasting either. So please say something nice to the officials when you see them, because sportsmanship is everyone's job.
The best thing you can say is thank you.
Yes. They don't have to do this. Most of them have real jobs. Boy, and the receiving air at the other end for Covenant Christian, and just like that, what was a close opening set, Bishop Chatard rolls to the opening set win, 25-16.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Troy, you know, we played these games and we've coached these games. Tom McNulty, the gentleman right there wearing the gray shirt, he's been involved in this program for a long, long time. Gives back of his time. We need volunteers. We need good people like that in programs. Covenant Christian has them as well. But it's really nice to see Tom out. When I went to practice the other day, he just smiled. He goes, back at it, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't look at it. It's good. It's really good. And the kids enjoy that because there is lots of talent there that they can glean from. Good job, Tom.
Well, you know what? And
I like his hairstyle.
I do too. He matches you and me both.
Yes,
so
sir.
he's doing it. In fact, if you don't have assistant coaches like that, it's awful hard to win games.
It is. You know, you go on the other side and you see the assistants over at Covenant Christian, same dedicated, hard work people that are sometimes just forgotten.
Yeah.
Just like the athletic directors and everything else. Sometimes you just forgot, wow, we went to a game today and the net was up.
Yeah.
Hey, IndianaSRN was here.
Yeah.
You know, those type of things, if it was not good people that believe in your system, it's hard to come by.
You know, I'm going to add one thing to that, and that when you mentioned IndianaSRN being here and all the other games we do, you know, with the Indianapolis Star does a pretty decent job covering a lot of the different schools, but they don't cover all of them. Well, I was talking to somebody the other day about that. You know, when you and I were growing up, the newspaper covered you locally, and you had things in the newspaper all the time. Well, you don't see that here. Think about this in 20 years. You can go back and watch this.
Yeah, and I can't tell you how many times that you've gone back to a place, and, you know, we've been doing this for 15 years, when kids said, I remember when I got done with the game and I listened to the replay.
Right.
And now they're saying, I'm now watching the replay. A good example is that this week, football week, our replays were tremendous because players love to watch themselves play.
Yeah.
Because I go back just to listen to who the broadcasters were.
Well, they're usually.
And if it's me, I'm pretty intense.
I know you are. Well, you enjoy yourself.
Yes,
so
sir.
that's. I noticed every time that you're doing the games that when the play-by-play guy's going, you turn him down, turn you back up. Is that generally what you do?
And I steal the talent cam. Yeah. But we didn't have a talent cam tonight, so. And we couldn't do it without our good old camera guy, Matthew Stein, tonight.
Matt's doing a great job. Matt, in fact, got on the air the other night, I noticed, and had his hair all done and everything. So
Debbie says, hey, he combed his hair. I said, did you see the chain? He goes, he looked good, didn't he?
He looked great.
I'm afraid he would take my job. That's what I'm afraid of. No, the kid from Franklin.
Yeah,
took my job.
from Lawrence Central. Yeah, he wanted your job.
Yeah, I did.
All right, side out. Quinn Johnson on the serve, and just like that, it's 1-0. There's an ace you're looking for. Now, if I'm Covenant Christian, you not take another look at it, I need to regroup here. Because now you look at the domination you've seen of Bishop Chatard over the last, 10 points, 9 points? There you see the signal, Glenn. That's not a 5 this time, Coach. It's a 1.
Which means?
They're going to go corner.
There
nice
you
swing.
Go.
Yep. Warriors come back. That's a great swing from the near side. That was Kenzie Mann, who's only a sophomore.
Coach is pretty happy with that.
And should be.
Yes.
Allie Boston. Now remember, that first set, Covenant got out to the fast lead. We went back and forth, but you get to about 17-18, you got to learn to put another team away. See if the Warriors can do that here in the second set. Bishop Chatard, short set, middle, and that's going to be long. Tell you what, you said a little bit ago, Amira Lockett is a big-time hitter, but she's really got to follow all the way through and bring that thing all the way down.
She rushed that one that time, though. She rushed that pass. She had plenty of time.
You know, those middle hitters, they love that short set. Number one, they don't have to jump quite as high, but then get a lot of English on it, too. Then from the outside, Trojans come back with a point. That's number 17 that time, Reese McKinney, another sophomore.
Reese kind of tricked us today because 18 is in the program, and she changed to 17 today.
I think she wanted to see if we're paying attention.
Yeah. We're on our game here at IndianaSRN.
Another knuckle serve. Let's see what the Warriors have. Outside left, another swing and a point. Good job on the outside left by Evie Dart. You can see why Evie Dart has 98 kills and almost a 40% kill percentage, because she's a big-time outside hitter. And now we have a little delay as we wait for a substitution for the Warriors. 3-2 lead, Covenant side out Warriors. That's a pretty good serve right there. Cross-court swing there by Lockett, defended well but returned. This time Lockett goes to the right side, blocked up front. Looked like that was number 11, Mary Henniger, a senior there for Covenant. Nice job.
And now Covenant Christian in the driver's seat a little bit here. Now you need separation.
Yeah. Here's where you need it, because you know Bishop Chatard's going to make a run.
They're going to make a run.
Kate Jellin on the serve. Went deep back to the outside. Nothing.
Nice push.
Middle. And the block goes out of play. Point will go to the Warriors.
Guess who that was?
Evie Dart again.
Yep.
Not bad.
Good look at Evie. Grandma's probably real proud of her right now.
There are 7 seniors on this Covenant Christian team, and so they have a lot of veterans to go to.
That's it.
Oh, my.
That's just a nice little tap.
Yeah, Lockett. You know, the one thing about you think about the vision to get a shot like that, because most of the players are back on their heels, because let's face it, Lockett can swing it, and everybody's back, and she just taps it in the area where nobody was playing. Stops that little bit of a run there by Covenant. 5-3 Warriors. And the point from the left, and there is Henniger again. That one.
Are they going to get that to Chatard?
I don't think so.
Okay, because he pointed to Chatard.
That was kind of a weird trajectory where that ball went, too.
That's a long hit.
+3 now for the Warriors. That one clips the net. And that one hit into the net. Not a great jump that time by Charlotte Dudick, and all of a sudden it's a 4-point lead.
This is where Covenant was the last time in game number 1.
Yeah, they had started out hot, but we got to about 17, 18 points, and then there's a service error. There's number 3. That's not bad right now for as many times as they have served.
We have been in games where we have been in 20, 25, and 30 territory.
Yes. We just came off of one of those that
33.
it was getting higher and higher.
We stopped counting.
Yeah. Nothing there offensively for the Warriors, and there's an attack error that you don't want to make. Get the ball back over and then regroup.
You know, we look at how important this game not only for the conference but for the city seeding. That city seeding should be coming up here in a few weeks.
Well, how about Lockett, though? She had a serve earlier in the first set. That one handcuffing Covenant Christian. You know, Lockett just kind of tells just a good athlete. Overpass at the net. Warriors. Cross court, nothing there. There's Lockett once again.
Oh, no. Oh! Got away with it.
Back set right, cross court, and the point will go to the Warriors.
How about the young lady, number 8? Not Morris, diving on the ground. Almost hit the ladder. That would not have been good.
Looks like Kenzie Mann back in for the Warriors. Side out, +2 here in the second set. There you go. That'll do it. You get him leaning back. Next thing you know, the ball dives, and Evie Dart does it not only at the net, she does it in serving too.
I like the long sleeve.
Those players are also kind of changing the way they dress too. A lot of players going with the long tights, and that'll be another one. In fact, there are 4 players out there that have decided to go that way. I don't blame them either. Sometimes these gyms get a little bit cold, and you want to keep your muscles warm.
You see that in the college game as well.
Yeah. So back to a 4-point lead. Bishop Chatard trying to get back in this, but right now it's Evie Dart doing the work. Bishop Chatard, big-time swing off the left.
Oh, that's a tough pass.
Wow, I don't know how she got that one in, but that's going to be Kenzie Mann. Had a lot of top spin on it, and Bishop Chatard, they want to talk about it. They trail it by 5.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week, showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
This broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, video, and Keith's audio without the express written permission of the IHSAA is prohibited.
My audio's okay.
+5 now after the timeout. Quick sweep, nothing there. Warriors back on the attack from the attack line. Nearly an overpass, but they got just enough with the left hand there by Eckelbarger.
She read that pretty well. Eckelbarger.
I think that's now 3 points, right, that have come from the middle.
Right in the Warrior.
Yeah.
Yep.
They got to find a way, speaking of the Warriors, to cover that area up. Deep serve, hard to handle, but back to the outside, not enough lift, and the point will go to Bishop Chatard.
Ball's not high enough. We got to we have to set that ball a little bit higher. You know, I do that every time I do this.
I know, because you're back in the coaching mode.
I do.
Yeah. And you would do it on the other side, too.
I do.
Back to 3. No Warrior attack that time. A freebie here. Tried to push it and find that opening again. This time the Warriors cover it up much better. Down the line with the right hand is Kenzie Mann.
You know, you say I do it all the time. But, you know, when you only won one game in your whole entire career,
you're aching for another one.
Yeah, you want to win.
And you might as well take credit for this one, whoever wins, right?
I will take that, put that on my resume.
Side out Warriors. Back to a 4-point lead. Overpass, nothing there for Bishop Chatard. Now, what is it that has changed about Bishop Chatard from the first set when they played so well down the stretch to now?
I can't tell you because I think they're playing the same game. I think now Covenant Christian is more relaxed.
Cross court, just inside the line by Charlotte Dudek. She couldn't have walked over there and put it there better.
That is tougher than it looked.
Yeah. Had a lot of downspin on it, too. That helped. As you see Reese McKinney coming back inside out. This will be Renee Waugh. If some of these names sound familiar, you might remember them from football, right?
Well, they do have brothers, I'm sure.
Yep.
Oh, that's a nice hit. Bring that back in.
Yeah, got the return, but still in the middle. Look out. Woo. Short set, and guess who again? Maddie Lunsford.
Why don't you stand right in front of that?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, I'm sure you would. Oh, yeah.
Well, you can kind of tell on the other side, the receiving side, they didn't want anything to do with it.
I didn't want to do that.
So Waugh, can they get, speaking of the Trojans, a rally going here? Waugh with that left-hand serve. And a big block up front. Right now, it is all Maddie Lunsford.
Well, sometimes you let players carry a little bit to get everybody else caught up in it. This is pretty impressive that they've come down to down -2.
Yeah, they were down by 4 and 5, but now they've come back.
Good pancake.
That
is out. But I tell you what, that's a nice pancake. She dove, got that ball right before.
Now, mark this down because this is a left-handed server as Waugh. We saw Covenant having some issues earlier with a left-handed serve, and it's happening again. See, even that wasn't clean. Bishop Chatard back on the attack. Warriors will have to make the return, so another freebie here for Bishop Chatard.
Oh, they rotate well.
Yeah, they swept that by Lunsford. And just inside the attack line, and that's a tough one. Unless you got some real good lift, that's hard to get it over the net. We're tied at 13.
And the rotation that Chatard is doing is much better the last couple points, but I love Covenant Christian's movement.
Well, here we go again. Momentum is switched now to Bishop Chatard. And another attack error.
She's just missing that just barely.
So all of a sudden, you're down the entire set, and here they come again.
Now you're up 1.
Maybe they like playing from behind. The coaches don't like it, though.
No, not at all. Good deep pass.
Way behind the attack line. That makes it much easier for the defense, and then you get a return on offense. Here's Lunsford again.
And did you see the rotation was hit 1, hit 2. Okay, now I can step, approach, snap the ball off of my ear, and we're going to be good.
Well, they get another one here. You might see Marlena Stroud call a timeout.
I would think so.
The overpass cost them again. Another big error by the Warriors, and they will call a timeout. Bishop Chatard coming back strong. They lead it by 3.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
We never really realize how much we depend on electricity until the power goes out. Get those lights back on when you choose the certified electricians at Bertner Electric Incorporated. Locally owned and operated, we are a member of the Better Business Bureau and provide only the highest quality of customer service. For more information, give us a call today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Tonight's matchup brought to you by Tam Sweet and Savory Cafe. Great food for breakfast and lunch, and they also have delicious baked goods. Check out their daily specials. They're open Tuesday through Sunday, 8 until 2, and located at 6427 Oaklandon Road. Big rally here by Bishop Chatard, and there's another mistake on the attack side for Covenant, and now they're down by 4. We're talking about an 8 and 9 point swing right here.
9-point swing right here.
And all of it happening between Renee Waugh and Maddie Lunsford up in the middle. Need a stop right here.
Nice block.
Yeah, how about that on that left side? That's McKinney, the sophomore, one of the two there. We just kind of feel that for Covenant, all the air has gone out of their balloon right now. They're trying everything they can to stop the bleeding, and it's just not happening. Renee Waugh. That left-hand serve has caused some issues, and that's the 5th service error of the night, but they haven't had one in a while.
No, but you were down, you're now up, you're up +4. You feel pretty good right here. You're chasing 25.
Well, we saw this last time. We got to about 17-18, and Bishop Chatard kind of moved that number up a little bit. And now the Warriors back on the attack. What do they have here in this second set? From behind the attack line,
rotate.
Over the top.
There you go.
Outside left and a little bit too deep. Haven't seen that in a while there for Bishop Chatard, but now 2 straight points scored by Covenant Christian.
Shelby done a nice job on this serve.
So now what do the Trojans have in store? How about that little sweep? And it's Lunsford again in the middle. Covenant Christian, by the way, they are busy this week. They got Ben Davis Wednesday, at Lutheran Thursday, both games on the road. And for Bishop Chatard, we'll get you their schedule coming up in a couple of moments. But all these teams are going to be pretty busy in the next couple of weeks. Nice block up front. That's Lockett once again.
Then she went back and set the ball. Good job.
Another kill from the outside left, and mark it down again for number 17, McKinney.
Now it's the race to 25. Race to 5. This is when you're a coach. You feel pretty good about things.
Yeah, because 5 points or 5 mistakes or the combination thereof. It's awful hard to do it when you're down by 5 at this stage, and you haven't been playing as well as you were earlier. And there's another receiving error there by the Warriors, and now you're down by 6. What a turnaround again for Bishop Chatard. And it's awful tough to come back from 2-0 as well.
Yes, sir.
Boy, the overpass cost him yet again, and just the mistakes keep building here for Covenant. As a head coach, we talked about consistency. That's the one thing that might drive you nuts the most.
Yes.
He's just looking for some consistency, and right now the Warriors are just struggling finding it.
And right now you're looking for somebody to step up for you. There's a double hit.
Yep, that'll cost the Trojans.
Good call by the official.
I really thought at that stage Bishop Chatard might go back inside to Lockett or Lunsford because they've had so much success there.
You miss it. You mix it up a little bit though to get them off balance.
Yeah. Side out -6. Warriors back on the attack to the outside. Big
Nice
swing there
dig.
by Lockett. But again, the Warriors have nothing on offense. And Bishop Chatard back on the attack. There's Lockett from just to the right, but pretty much in the middle.
You think
Gets the
she
big
knew
point.
where she was going right away?
I
mean,
think so.
Looked at the eyes there.
When you think about Lunsford and Lockett, the way they played up front, I think that's kind of been the difference in a lot of ways. But again, mistakes on the other side. Covenant's going to have to find a way to rectify and get back on offense, too. They're giving Bishop Chatard too many chances. The overpass, nothing there.
Oh, she's calling for the ball. Nice. Nice pass to being it up. Nice set.
Cross court, yes.
Nice.
Much needed point there for,
Dart.
Evie Dart. Back to 6. See Morris come back in for Bishop Chatard. Side out Warriors down by 6, and they're down by 1 set at this point. Wait a minute.
I didn't blow the whistle. Please let me blow the whistle.
You can get away with it, right? You might get a point out of that.
Oh, yeah. You sure, a quick serve as quickly as can. Say, I thought I heard a whistle, referee.
I heard you used to do that when you're coaching basketball. You'd have your worst free throw shooter at the line, and you'd come up with some kind of excuse to get your best one up there, and they wouldn't notice, right? Did you ever try that?
I never did that.
No, you never did that. No. I don't believe that for a minute.
Come on, Troy.
He faked an injury, and he has to come out.
I won one game in my whole entire career, Troy. Let me have that one win.
You didn't do the fake injury thing either?
No.
Okay.
Well, as a player, I did.
Yeah, of course. Cross-court attack once again for Lockett. You take just a little bit off that. She's had about 3 or 4 of those that have gone wide or long.
My friends would always ask me, why aren't you playing? Oh, I'm hurt.
You wrap your knee real quick and,
walk with the limp.
-5 here, Warriors. Bishop Chatard back on the attack. There's Lockett again, and a double hit.
Here's this run. Look at this.
Yeah.
Come on. Warriors not dead.
Not yet. And it is really now who makes the least mistakes here over the last couple of points.
Especially at this stage of the game at 23-19.
If you're the Warriors, you do not want to fall down in this one 2-0. From the middle, that's Dart and the point. When you need a point, go to Evie Dart.
Look at this.
Here they come.
Now it is the race to 25.
Yep. But you do feel a little bit more pressure when you're down to 23 and knowing that even on offense you can't make another mistake.
Yeah, but if you're a good team, and both of these are good teams, nothing's shaking you right now. You got confidence in your teammates.
Nothing there for Bishop Chatard. Not a great set at all. So now the Warriors back to the middle. There's Dart again. Need a point? Go to Evie Dart. And just like that, take another look at this one.
Watch Coach in this background. Watch this. Oh, we missed it. The little muscle.
Love it.
Down to 2.
two.
Love the enthusiasm.
Bishop Chatard trying to wrap it up, but right now the Warriors continue to come right back, and it's all of a sudden a 1-point lead.
Call the timeout.
It's down to 1. Bishop Chatard leads at 23-22.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Wheeler Mission Thrift Store. Bargain hunters, pay attention.
Yes.
And a thrift seeker like you.
Yeah.
We have a place just for you. Visit their store at 8640 East 96th Street in Fishers. Thanking you and helping them with their mission.
Great sponsor. Thank you, Wheeler Mission. Thanks to all of our sponsors. What a great sponsor.
All right. Can the Warriors continue the rally? Will Bishop Chatard, after the timeout, get something going right here? The overpass, and we have a battle at the net won by the Trojans.
I like the joust. I think she got caught with the net. They call that on opera.
Okay, so now it's down to set point right here, side out. Reese McKinney, but not before we get another timeout. Want to remind you that tonight's game is also brought to you by Boilermaker 374. Learn how we can hire you. Contact them at 219-845-1065. International Brotherhood of Boilermakers, Iron Shipbuilders, Blacksmiths, and Helpers. The only thing I would qualify for would be the helper.
Someone told me that they heard you say that read on Friday night, and you said, I wanted to be a shipbuilder.
Shipbuilder.
And he goes, he has no idea how that shipbuilder. They are strong, beefy men, and Troy could not be a shipbuilder.
I am no longer thinking about manual labor, so it's all just doing this is fine.
Is this not manual labor?
Well, this is piece of cake.
You're lifting me up, man. How hard is that?
I helped you get the banner up.
You did. The banner looks good, by the way.
It looks great.
Thank you.
All right, side out here and set point. That one clips the net. Warriors, they'll go to Evie Dart on the right, and it's blocked out of bounds. We're back to a 1-point lead. Right now, it's Evie Dart who's keeping the Warriors alive.
Yep.
Still at set point, though, at 24-23. Good look here at Kadasanapi, the sophomore. Well, this has certainly seen momentum going back and forth, back and forth. Warriors, how about the quick sweep with the left hand? Dart is up front again. And another missed play on the outside by Dudek, and we're tied at 24. You're going to get some free volleyball. Looked like Bishop Chatard was going to put this one away, but the Warriors have battled back.
Oh, last of communication.
Did they get it across? Yes, but out of bounds, and it's now 25-24 Warriors.
And now you just have to play one point.
So that's set point the other way. Oppie. Bishop Chatard, what do they got left here? Try to go find that hole in the middle again. Oh, and the missed swing on the outside by Henniger.
She looked like she was going to swing, and when she swung, it looked like her hands opened up. Rotation ball. Now we're at my favorite part of the game. Deuce.
Yeah. This is Lockett. Warriors to the outside, and there she is again. Evie Dart has done it on each side of the floor. Doesn't matter, it's offense, defense, serving, you name it.
And what usually happens when a player makes a good play, she's up serving the next time.
Set point again for Kevin Christian. Chatard may look back at this second set and wonder what happened. They haven't gone to the middle as much on that short set like they had earlier, but there's a big block. There's Lunsford. Now, I thought early, I told you a little bit ago, I thought, why not Lockett and Lunsford back in that short set in the middle?
And there it was. So, Deck comes into the ball game to play in the front row.
Side out, I should say Trojans. Good look there at Eckelbarger. Warriors from way behind the attack line, and that's going to be long. And now Bishop Chatard, a chance to go up 2-0 right here at his set point once again. Eckelbarger.
You got to go deep here.
And they have had success going deep. Warriors from again behind the attack line, and guess what?
There she is again.
I tell you what, right now it is all E.B. Dart.
They are definitely riding her shoulders.
So side out again for Covenant Christian. Tyndall will serve. Just inside the attack line, a little sweep there, nothing. Warriors from the right, get another point. How about that? And we're back once again here to set point, Covenant Christian.
You know, Grandma and Grandpa's in the stands. I don't know if their heart can take this.
A chance here to tie it at 1. Well, not a great set. Somebody didn't communicate where they wanted it.
Got away with it.
Warriors outside. That's a home run ball there. That was way out. How high can we go in this second set?
You got to win by 2.
Renee Waugh. Now, Waugh had success in serving, getting that lead in this second set. She is back in. We talked about the left-handers being a little bit more difficult to handle on the receiving end. Forced him deep in the back.
Oh, nice play by the libero.
Down the line, the swing there by McKinney. That's going to be long on the attack the other way.
Notice she stayed away from that ball. That ball was coming to her way. She went away from the ball.
Kenzie Mann on the other end on the mistake there. So now we're set point the other way with Bishop Chatard. A little higher, shorter serve. And that's going to do it this time. E.B. Dart unable to get it across. We went extra points in this second set, but Bishop Chatard now leads it 2-0.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back here at Covenant Christian. By the way, we are ready for another busy Friday and Saturday of high school and college football. There is a Friday night game. That's going to be a barn burner there.
Yeah, Cecina Heritage Christian, both teams playing well. Cecina ranked number 1 in 2A. Should be a good game.
Also Friday night.
This will be a war. Harrison's very good. Memorial's very, very good. Memorial beating Modern Day last week. Should be a good matchup for you as well. This one should be pretty good. Speed versus speed. Covenant Christian Tinley on Friday night as well. And I think our last one is the one you have.
I have this one, Delta Mount Vernon.
This is the game of the week, Mount Vernon Delta. they do not like each other.
Yeah.
It should be fun.
Mount Vernon may be a sub-500 team right now, but they've got
They
above
play
500
better.
talent.
Yes, sir. And in our college game of the week from the Heartland, Manchester looking for a win.
Yep.
A very good ball club in Greenville coming your way. That game is a 1 o'clock start. Our network says 1:30, but it is a 1 o'clock start. We'll change those tomorrow.
By the way, a reminder, tonight's game brought to you in part by the Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. They have locations in Indianapolis, Zionsville, Anderson, Columbus, and Lafayette. If you need more information, contact them at 317-472-7600. And don't forget about Piper Logistics, one of our favorites, from warehousing to transportation and everything in between. They do it all. And in fact, if you don't work some night, they can come out and do that too.
Yes.
3 services with one solution. Contact them at 317-396-1023.
I talked to Greg today, and he said that he's been watching all the games, and now what he's doing, he's got a computer, 2 screens, and then he's got his phone. So he's watching 3 games at once, and he says, everybody's pretty good except that one dude. And I knew the dude he was talking about.
Yeah, which one?
Me. Greg's a good guy. We want to thank all of our sponsors to make these possible. And if you would like to be a sponsor, you can contact us at coach@IndianaSRN.org. It's worth the investment because young ladies and young men get to be seen. And I tell you what, college coaches love it as well.
Yeah, they really love it, believe me. All right, if you're Covenant Christian now, you had a chance, you got down, you had a chance, you rallied, you had set point 3 times, you couldn't deliver at the end. Now what do you tell your team in the third set?
This is when you really need to go back to your fundamentals. Get consistent, get it to your best player, let her help you a little bit. But I tell you what, I think the key here is this serve here. Mm-hmm. What happens these next 3, 4, 5 serves will tell the tale. Because some of my teams were just flat out dead after a long game like 30-28.
Yeah, legs start to go out on you a little bit. Evie Dart has been the key for this Covenant Christian team, especially in that comeback in the second set. So now, what happens here in set 3? Warriors, can they get an attack here? They do, and that one right on the line. That was Oppie, I believe, from the left side.
Communication was much better that time as well.
That's Kate Gillen on the serve for the Warriors.
Take a look there at Kate Gillen. And again, if you look at the first 2 games, big leads aren't meaning a whole lot. So there's another one. How about that one?
That one just dropped and no one was even. Coach, you could see Coach got to talk.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't. Again, that's another one of those. You can't walk down there and place that any better. So an early start for the Warriors here in the third set, trying to avoid the sweep here tonight. And that is only the 4th service error. And that's one area we said they probably needed to improve on, and they have.
They have tonight. The other thing is, if you're the other team and you won that game 30-28, now you're feeling pretty good. Okay, we're up by 2. We can relax. You should never relax.
Yeah, don't use that word. How about that serve again by Lockett?
And, we had a game the other night where a team won 2-0 and ended up getting beat 3-2.
Yeah. You cannot relax at any time. I think that'd be really an indication now that you can't, because you've seen the Warriors come back on you more than once.
Yes.
How about that play at the net? And the point will go a double hit that time, called against the Warriors.
And if you're watching at home, said, how do you know that? The rotation of the ball is a little bit different on the double hits.
Yeah.
They got a great that's the best call an official can make, and they're very consistent with that.
That's going to be long. And so after an early 2-0 lead, Bishop Chatard 4 unanswered thanks to the serving of Amira Lockett. Well, we mentioned again with this, that's an overpass there by the Warriors in the short set in the middle, and if you do that for Maddie Lunsford, you'll pay for it.
Yeah, and they got caught on the overpass, but I thought they were going to get away with it, but good communication on the front row, and I got to tell you, Morris did a really nice job of keeping that thing alive.
And all of a sudden, it's a 3-point lead. I was about ready to say on the serving side of things, that was Dart from the middle, is that Bishop Chatard has only 5 service errors. How about that play? Lockett going on the floor
to
get
find
it.
The ball.
Yep, but they did not find it at the net.
That ball was set at the net. You got to find it. You got to churn your hips. I think that's what coach is saying. You got to find a ball.
So 5-3 side out here for the Warriors. We've had some games this year, and again, I'm happy to see the serving has done much better tonight, but we've had some games earlier this year where serving was just really a big problem. That's going to go behind the antenna, I do believe. Could not keep it in play, so it'll go back to the Warriors, -1. In fact, you look at Bishop Chatard, they had 2 service errors in that opening set alone. Since then, only 3. Big time swing in the middle by Lunsford. Good job there by Morris.
Oh, no one is there. Right at the campfire. We're talking to campfire between the lines there.
So that's at least 4 or 5. That was Dudek off that left side there for Bishop Chatard. Lead back to 2.
When I coached, we brought out the little graham cracker. Said, "You want a little s'more with the campfire? Come on, girls."
So you gave him a little snack in there too, did you?
They got snacks, all right.
There is the 6th service error. Now I just talked about serving, and then that happens to me a lot.
You do that
doesn't
a lot, don't
you? Yeah. Did that happen in a football game this past weekend too?
Yeah, several.
Did you ever get a call on that?
No comment.
So Warriors will serve -1. Trojans back to the outside. Rolled along the top of the net. Lunsford didn't get as much as she wanted to on it. Point will go to Covenant.
I think that Covenant Christian got away with a double hit, though. But who am I?
We're going to go back and forth. I have a feeling even if somebody gets a lead, it has not been safe here tonight.
Oh, nice.
Big swing there by Dudek, and then it goes out of play. Point will go to Covenant.
Sadie Carnes did a nice job looking at that ball, seeing that ball going out of bounds, and follow that ball out of bounds. Nice job.
I still think Bishop Chatard, if they go back to the middle a little bit more, they've been going to the outside. Boy, better cover up that time for the Warriors, but then they misplay it out of bounds.
Well, sometimes you play with their strength. I think they are challenging Dart to make the play.
Yeah.
And she's coming up and making most of the plays at times. But you don't want to go away from the strong. Well, at times you do, but at times you want to go and attack because hopefully you wear her out.
Yeah.
I mean, we're 16 games into the season. I don't think she's going to get worn out too much.
So here's Renee Waugh. Been a key player on the serve here tonight for Bishop Chatard. That's going to be wide and long.
While we have this minute, I want to thank both athletic directors and the athletic departments of both teams with the rosters, the stats, and all the information they gave us. Thank you so much, gentlemen and young lady.
So Bishop Chatard +1. Trying to sweep it 3-0 here tonight. Back set, slide to the right, nothing there. Good defensive play up front by Lunsford.
You see the undecision of how I'm going to hit that ball. Am I going to bump it or am I going to take the hit?
And that comes back. You got to communicate really quick. You got to let each other know what your plan is.
They're going to go deep.
Warriors back once again, and when you need a point, Evie Dart again. And if you're on the other side, Bishop Chatard, you really got to find her because she's really been the big difference in this one.
Yeah, you sometimes would like to put a spotlight on her. Oh, there she is.
Back to a 1-point lead for the Trojans, and that'll be the 5th service error. But that number, that has not killed them here tonight.
Is that 5?
That's only 5.
That's not bad.
They're a +1 in that category. So here is Quinn Johnson on the serve, +2. How about that block up front? You can take your pick, but one of those there was Lockett, and the other one there was Ellie Deck.
Look at the smiles. I love it when they smile. They know.
You love when you get a block point like that. +3 now for the Trojans.
Good rotation. Oh, you got to push it, honey.
Yeah, that's Ann Fowler, a sophomore. Here's the thing that has hurt maybe Covenant the most tonight is not getting a chance to go on the attack. They've either made a mistake or have had to return it and give it back to Bishop Chatard.
And I think it comes back down to communication as well.
See another free ball right here. Middle attack. Big swing there by Lockett.
There's the swing. Good swing. Setting it up again.
And the point on the right, and guess who? Evie Dart. Still 3-point lead.
For the Warriors, Evie Dart up to serve.
Dart will serve as she slides a little bit further to the left. In the middle again, and the Warriors, well, they had it covered that time, but didn't make a good pass.
And now if you're Chatard, what you just want to do is put the gas pedal down on the floor.
Yep. And then be consistent the rest of the way. That'll be the 7th service error. See, that was your fault that time.
Yeah. I'll take the hit.
Well, the teams that generally that you find that'll be really good at the end of the year, the ones who just don't make the mistakes. The overpass. Here's the Warriors back once again. And the joust at the net, and they'll say it will go to Bishop Chatard.
Man was in the net.
Lead at 4. Now, the one thing you don't want to do here if you're the Warriors, you don't want to see that lead get to 6 or 7.
This is a late sub here.
Yeah, Dudek will come in right now. Nope, they sent her back.
Nope.
Nope,
right
did
there.
she come in?
Yep.
Okay, so they did get her in. And there's another one. That's 8 now on Bishop Chatard. Talk about that in the aspect of other sports, how that's just a turnover, and you give the other team another chance to score.
It's like in basketball when you throw the ball out of bounds because you missed the pass.
Yeah, and you don't get it. You don't get that chance back.
Nope.
At least very often. Lead still at 3. And the serve good, not handled well at the other side by Courtney Kramer.
Jellin.
Jellin has actually served pretty well here tonight. All of a sudden, it's a 2-point lead. And that's number 6 the other way. Well, it's going to, I think, bottom line now is it'll just come down to who's going to make the least mistakes.
Yep.
You can execute on offense and do all you can on defense, but who's going to be, I'm not saying perfect, but they got to be better than this on the serving side. We just talked about that. Now we've got service errors going both ways.
Seems like both team has lost a little bit of focus.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you mentioned a little bit ago in that second set, you have one team like Bishop Chatard, you try to tell them don't relax, this thing's not over with yet. And on the other side, you have the Warriors who fought, and then what do they have left in the tank coming into the third set? Slide to the right, blocked out of bounds. And Bishop Chatard will take a 3-point lead. That was Maddie Lunsford again. Really, Lunsford and Lockett have been the keys up front. And then, of course, Evie Dart on the other side for the Warriors. Warriors will push it to the left. Top spin on it. And the point. Tell you what, I don't care where you put her.
She's
Evie
going to
Dart,
find a hole.
Yep, she has found it consistently tonight.
I believe we'll see her in the All-Star games.
I believe you should. Side out Warriors -2. They're down 2-0. Bishop Chatard trying to get a road win here tonight, pick up their 7th win of the year. A little short again on the pass, and another mistake there by the Warriors.
I will tell you this, both teams subs very well and play a lot of players.
Renee Waugh coming back in. Reese McKinney coming in.
This is Waugh right here.
Yeah, Waugh's been instrumental on that side.
Good old lefty.
Yep. Another good serve. Had a lot of good top spin on it. They finally find a way to stop Evie Dart right there. And then the swing by Deck. Deck was hitting it over the bench.
I think Coach was calling for the ball.
Yeah. Plus, should say -2 here and side out for the Warriors.
This is where they made their run last time.
Yeah. Can they do it again here and force us to a 4th set? Ball kept alive, play at the net, and eventually won by the Warriors. Here we go.
Yep.
We could see another 30-28.
Love it.
And possibly a 4th set. That's what the Warriors are hoping for. But somehow Bishop Chatard has been able to come back and win both of the first 2 sets. Back set. Defended there by Eckelbarger. Warriors from just inside the attack line. Lunsford tried to get the point.
See where they went to the back.
Yep. Outside right, down the line, and the point. Warriors tie it at 17. Here we go.
Nice volley, though. Nice volleyball right there.
Hard to believe the Warriors are 4-12 coming in. They're giving Bishop Chatard everything they want. And Bishop Chatard back with Lunsford. There seems to be a little bit of a pattern here. If you want points, you got Evie Dart on one side, Maddie Lunsford, and Lockett on the other, right?
Yeah.
Just got to keep the ball in play. The overpass. Then returned again by the Warriors. Middle set, and how about some English on that one by Lockett?
Did you see her? She called for that ball.
And I think she should. I think you short set her in the middle a lot. You watch this. I mean, she loves that. Ouch.
When she backs up like that, she says, me, 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 me.
Lead back to 2. Warriors have stayed within striking distance here in this 3rd set. Can they finish out and try to force a 4th set? And the return by McKinney unsuccessful.
3 players, 1 location, ball up in the air. Someone's got to vacate.
So side out once again. This looks like this will be Evie Dart. Dart really showing him she's an all-around excellent player. Went back to Lockett in the inside. Trojans from behind the attack line this time. Good volleys. We go back and forth. Trojans have to make the return, so a free ball here. Down the line and pushed out of play.
Tough. We will have the impact player of the game tonight. Brought to you by our good friends at Aspen Creek Grill.
Well, I know who it would be on Covenant side, and I think you'd have a tie on the other side, to be honest with you. But I'll let you decide. Nice play there by Ellie Deck. And we may have what?
Oh, net violation. Must have just grazed the net. Now you're raced to 5.
Yep. Timeout on the floor. Bishop Chatard leads it by 3.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Bertner Electric Incorporated is fully licensed and bonded electrical contractor for your protection. Our electricians are available 24/7 for service calls and specialize in electrical service and storm damage repair. For more information, give us a call today.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week, showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
We get a good look here at Bishop Chatard. Ellie Deck once again serving, trying to finish it out now with a 3-point lead.
How about the knee patch just below the knee?
Yeah.
That's the new look, I guess.
It is.
Did that get in?
I think it was touched.
It was
Yep.
touched. Oh, now you're plus. You just need 3.
Well, and that was indecision. I think one player said, I'll take it. The other one said, let it go. And then somebody reached up and made the mistake of touching it. And now if I'm Ellie Deck, just keep it in play. +4 here. There you go. Short serve, and that'll hurt you too.
That's like a knuckleball. And now you're only 2 away. Look at this. There's no rotation on this ball, is there? Barely.
Yeah, it started out that way, but it ended up just like a Phil Necro. And that was touched deep there by Renee Waugh.
Coach is yelling out.
Well, that also comes body positioning, knowing where you're at on the floor. But the Warriors will get it back. They're still alive, but
hanging on.
Hanging on. They're down by 4. From the attack line, Warriors go back on the offense. And unfortunately, the attack error the other way, and we are now to match point. Reese McKinney will try to finish it out right here for Bishop Chatard. Not until we get a timeout.
Don't forget high school football for you this week on Indiana SRN. 4 games for you on Friday night and 1 college game for you. Let's take a look at them. We start with Cecina and Heritage Christian. That is a 7 o'clock start at Heritage Christian. Evansville, Harrison, and Evansville Memorial. That's at 6:30 Central Time. Tinley, Covenant Christian at Zionsville Middle School West. That's a 7 o'clock start. And in the Delta Mount Vernon game, that is the game of the week. That is Troy and Jared Thomas on the call. That's a 7 o'clock start. And in our college game, Manchester and Greenville.
You know, Delta is playing really well, but you got to go to Mount Vernon. And Mount Vernon had that shootout against New Pal last week. They ended up losing that game.
It's homecoming.
Yeah. And it's going to be tough.
That stadium is packed. Get your Chick-fil-A early.
Yes. Maybe
Troy
2.
Will.
I have been known to collect those at the end of the game that people don't want. Hey, when you're home by yourself a lot, you got to have something to eat, right?
I understand.
I don't have anybody around to cook for me.
Match point.
Here we go. As Keith had mentioned, McKinney trying to put it away right here. The Warriors trying to rally. And they make the return, and they get the point, and they are still alive.
They don't quit, do they?
No.
I mean, they're staying in these games. I'm impressed.
They will give a lot of people fits.
Fits, yes.
You can't think that you're going to walk in on them and get an easy win.
Especially in 2A.
Yep. So we have a momentary delay, and now the official says let's do it. We're still at match point here for Bishop Chatard. Sometimes it's really hard to close these things out. Outside left, defended well. Warriors coming back the other way. Good joust at the net. Warriors again. Bishop Chatard, they're going to go outside left again. Boy, each team really doing a nice job defending. And then the point from the outside left. Good job there by Kenzie Mann.
Coach was calling for 2 hits on this play. Nice job. They don't give up.
Down by 3.
Gelling.
Pressure still on, though. The Warriors cannot make a mistake the rest of the way in this one. Bishop Chatard outside left, and they finish it out. The big swing there by Charlotte Dudek, and that will do it. 25-16. And then we're going to take another look at it right there. That's just a heck of a swing right there. Yeah, 25-16, 30-28, 25-21. It is time now for the Morales group, right? Or is it Piper Logistics?
Actually, Aspen Creek.
Oh, they get this one this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aspen Creek player of the game, impact player of the game, is Maya Lockett, number 10 from Chatard. Congratulations to them, and congratulations to you. Troy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ben, another great job, and Matthews looks really good. And Sticks is on fire, is he not?
Oh, man, give him a raise.
Got to get him some weight on him, though.
That's going to do it again. High school football, check your schedule on IndianaSRN.org. We have 4 games Friday. College football coming up on Saturday. But tonight, Bishop Chatard wins it 3-0.